Analytical tool belt. Welcome to The Explainer. Today we are demystifying the 5 heavy-hitting platforms that are completely dominating the Indian market right now. We're talking Screener.in, Ticker Tape, Trendline, StockEdge, and ChartInc. We're going to break down their features, highlight their strengths, and show you exactly where they fall short. Okay, here is our roadmap for today. First, we'll meet the top 5. Then, investing versus trading. After that, platform pros and cons. Fourth, matching your use case. And finally, we'll reveal the ultimate investor stack.
All right, let's jump straight into Section 1, meet the top 5, and lay out the platform playing field.
Taking a really high-level view here, it's clear that each platform carves out a very distinct niche. Screener.in, it's the reigning champion for fundamental investing, tailor-made for long-term investors who just want clean financial analysis. Ticker Tape takes a modern, all-in-one approach. It's a beautifully designed starting point, especially if you're a beginner. Trendline completely shifts the focus to heavy analytics. It's an absolute powerhouse for active investors and swing traders who need to track results and deals. StockEdge brings excellent market tracking quite literally right to your pocket, making it the go-to for mobile users. And finally, ChartInc is simply the best scanner engine out there, built specifically for intraday and swing traders relying on technicals.
Now, digging a layer deeper into their key features, we can see exactly why they hold these titles. Screener gives you these immaculate profit and loss statements, balance sheets, and custom exportable data. Ticker Tape offers a proprietary smart score that covers valuation and momentum, plus it handles mutual funds and ETFs. Trendline excels at feeding you quarterly results, con call presentations, and insider trading data. StockEdge, they focus heavily on delivery trends and FII/DII data, that's foreign and domestic institutional investors, giving you these great sector edge reports. Meanwhile, ChartInc operates this advanced technical scanner packed with over 100 indicators, zeroing in on candlestick and volume breakouts.
Let's move to Section 2, investing versus trading, and see how these tools map to your specific persona.
If we look at the two extreme ends of the spectrum, we have Screener.in on one side and ChartInc on the exact opposite. Screener.in is built entirely for the long-term holder. Its superpower? Clean, totally uncluttered financial data. It doesn't distract you with intraday noise, it just gives you the core ratios and corporate actions you actually need for deep value investing. Directly opposite to that is ChartInc. ChartInc is a highly fast-paced engine built for momentum. Look, if you're an intraday trader, you honestly don't care about a company's 10-year balance sheet. You care about price action, volume breakouts, and real-time alerts. And ChartInc gives you the complex technical screening required for that exact battleground.
Moving right along to Section 3, platform pros and cons. Let's look at the actual trade-offs and limitations.
Because let's be real, no tool is perfect. For instance, Screener.in's pros are its clean, simple, completely free version. But its cons are glaringly obvious if you're a trader. Really weak technical analysis, limited charting, and absolutely no real-time news. Then you have Ticker Tape. It has a gorgeous user interface and is wonderfully easy for beginners. But, and this is a big but, it sacrifices a lot of data depth compared to Screener, and it locks many of its absolute best features behind a premium paywall.
Then we have what I like to call the middle ground platforms. Trendline offers the absolute best institutional tracking and smart money visibility. If you want to know exactly what the big funds are doing, this is it. The catch? The interface can be totally overloaded with information, which creates a pretty steep learning curve. StockEdge, on the other hand, gives you an excellent mobile app. It's got a great daily market workflow and solid sector analytics. However, its desktop version is noticeably weaker, its custom screening is a bit limited compared to the others, and the free version can definitely feel a bit cluttered. Finally, let's break down ChartInc's pros and cons. The pros? Unmatched for active traders. It's extremely flexible, runs real-time scans, and is just brilliant for momentum trading. But the cons are steep, guys. It essentially has weak fundamental data, it is absolutely not beginner-friendly, and frankly, the interface looks pretty outdated. But hey, if your whole strategy relies on catching a moving average crossover at exactly 10:15 a.m., you're going to happily forgive that 1990s aesthetic. All right, Section 4, matching your use case. This is where we translate all this data into action.
Now, what's really fascinating here is how specific feature ratings dictate the absolute best platforms for certain tasks. For example, Screener gets a full 5 stars for fundamental analysis and long-term investing, but a measly 1 star for intraday. ChartInc is the mirror image, 5 stars for intraday and swing trading, but 1 star for fundamentals. Trendline completely dominates with 5 stars in quarterly results, order book tracking, and bulk deals. And StockEdge, it crushes the mobile experience with 5 stars. These ratings translate perfectly to the clear winning platform for each specific strategy.
So, let's summarize those clear winners. If you're doing your investing on a phone and focusing on sector rotation, StockEdge is your winner. If you're a complete beginner, just dipping your toes into the market, Ticker Tape is literally built for you. Tracking quarterly results in institutional bulk deals, you absolutely need Trendline. For deep, meticulous financial statement study, Screener.in is simply unrivaled. And for intraday technical scanning, ChartInc takes the crown every time. The data clearly proves there's a highly specialized platform for exactly what you're trying to do. But what if your strategy is advanced? What if it requires multiple disciplines? Let's get into Section 5, the ultimate investor stack, combining these tools for a massive edge. Here's the ultimate takeaway for serious market participants. They rarely, if ever, rely on just one tool. They build a stack. And the optimal combination, based on everything we've reviewed today, is integrating Screener.in, Trendline, and ChartInc. Just think about how powerfully these three overlap. It's like a giant puzzle coming together.
First, you use Screener.in to filter out the fundamentally weak companies and identify deep value. Then, you use Trendline to track the quarterly earnings results of those fundamentally strong companies, and you check if the smart money or institutions are buying into them through block deals. Finally, you fire up Charting to scan the technical charts of those exact stocks to find the precise momentum breakout for your entry point. This specific triad creates a tight, overlapping net that catches literally everything, from long-term financial health to real-time institutional price action.
To wrap this all up, remember this key takeaway. The best platform isn't just the one with the highest number of shiny features. It is the precise combination of tools that successfully matches your personal trading edge. So, evaluate your portfolio strategy based on the data we've walked through today. Are you still using a fundamental tool for a technical job, or are you finally ready to build the stack your portfolio actually deserves? Keep learning, keep analyzing, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.